Hello students, I am Prem Dhawan and I will be discussing with you some more characteristics of the D block elements in this video. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and press the bell button so that we can notify you whenever the next video comes. Let us discuss some more characteristics of the D block elements. And the first one is called paramagnetism. And paramagnetism is due to the presence of one or more unpaired electrons. And the paramagnetic substances are weakly attracted towards the magnetic field. Towards the magnetic field. And the degree of paramagnetism means how strongly the substance is attracted towards the magnetic field. The degree of paramagnetism is expressed in terms of magnetic moment. And the symbol is mu, and this mu is given by n into n plus 2 under root and Bohr magneton, where n stands for the number of unpaired electrons. Now this magnetic moment is also called spin only magnetic moment. Spin only magnetic moment means it's a magnetic moment due to the spinning motion of an electron. So the degree of paramagnetism is directly proportional to the number of unpaired electrons. Now the first point, that all zinc plus 2 compounds are called diamagnetic. And diamagnetic substances are repelled by the magnetic field. And zinc compounds are diamagnetic because zinc 2 plus has a configuration of argon 3d10. There is no unpaired electron present. All electrons are paired and the mu is equal to 0. So all zinc 2 plus compounds are diamagnetic. They have no unpaired electron present. Next point, in the 3D series, the common oxidation state is +2. It means they all form divalent cations. And the manganese 2 plus, Mn2 plus is the divalent cation in the 3D series with maximum number of unpaired electrons, maximum number of unpaired electrons. Now manganese configuration, manganese 2 plus configuration is argon 3d5. So there are 5 unpaired electrons present. And the value of the mu is 5 into 5 plus 2. This is root 35 Bohr magneton. Now we can take one more example. Now suppose you are given this. It's a titanium given. It has an atomic number of 22. It forms an ion which has a magnetic moment of 1.73 Bohr magneton. And the question is, what is the symbol of this titanium ion? Now if you look at the titanium configuration, titanium atomic number is 22. Its configuration is argon 3d2 4s2. There are 2 unpaired electrons present. And the titanium ion has a mu equals to 1.73 bm, and this corresponds to 1 unpaired electron. So we need only 1 unpaired electron in the titanium ion. There are 2 unpaired electrons in the 3D subshell. So we have to remove electron from the 3D, but we cannot remove electrons from the 3D without removing 4s. So in order to have only 1 unpaired electron, we remove 2 electrons from the 4s and 1 electron from the 3D subshell. So total we have to remove 3 electrons from the titanium. Total we have to remove 3 electrons from the titanium in order to have only 1 unpaired electron. Therefore, the symbol of the ion is titanium 3+. Now we can take one more question. Now suppose you are given these oxo ions VO+, VO2+, and VO2+. And the question is, arrange these 3 ions in order of increasing magnetic moment. So to arrange these ions in order of increasing magnetic moment, first we should know which ion has the maximum number of unpaired electrons. And to find the number of unpaired electrons, we should calculate the oxidation state of vanadium first, then we should write the configuration, calculate the number of unpaired electrons, and then arrange the ions in order of increasing magnetic moment. This is a sequence of steps involved: VO+, VO2+, and VO with a charge 2 positive. Now first of all, we calculate the oxidation state of vanadium. Now in the first ion, the oxidation state of vanadium is +3. In the second ion, it's a +5. In the third, it is a +4. Now then we write the configuration of vanadium 3+, vanadium 4+, and 5+. Now vanadium 3+ has a configuration of argon 3d2. Vanadium +5 has a configuration of argon 3d0. Vanadium +4 has a configuration of argon 3d1. Argon 3d1. So more the number of unpaired electrons present, higher the value of the magnetic moment. So the order of increasing magnetic moment is this. VO2 with the charge +1 has the lowest value of the magnetic moment. In fact, it's a diamagnetic ion. Then comes VO with the charge 2 positive, and the highest value of the magnetic moment is associated with VO plus. Now the next characteristics of the d block elements is the color. Now most of the d block elements and their compounds show color. For example, copper metal is reddish brown and copper sulfate pentahydrate is blue in color. Another example is iron metal is grayish in color, while FeSO4 7H2O has a green color. And the color is due to the presence of unpaired electron, and this unpaired electron jumps from one energy state to another energy state by the absorption of light. If the wavelength of the light falls in the visible region, then we can see the color. Now in transition metal compounds, the color is due to the wavelength of the complementary light in the visible region. Now we have this example. This is a complex of titanium TiH2O6 3 positive. This complex is pale pink in color, and the color is due to the excitation of electron from T2G level to EG level. This is called DD transition. Similarly, all chromium 3+ compounds are green or bluish green in color. Again due to DD transition. But all zinc plus 2 compounds are white in the solid state and colorless in aqueous medium. And the reason is the absence of any unpaired electron in zinc 2 plus. So there is no DD transition and hence no color. So we can write zinc 2 plus has a configuration of argon 3d10. So D subshell is fully filled, there is no unpaired electron and hence it does not show any color. And similarly, the scandium 3 plus compounds are also colorless because scandium 3 plus has no unpaired electron present and has a configuration of argon 3d0. So this is about the paramagnetism and color of transition elements and their compounds.